Will everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem by the Hazen Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Chris Coy. Good afternoon, friends, family members in the class of 2024. My name is Craig Cooper, and I have the privilege of serving as the principal of Hazen High School. On behalf of the Renton School District, welcome to the commencement exercises for the 56th graduating class of Hazen High School. Please help me welcome some of the distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. First, from the Renton School District Board of Directors, we have Board President Dr. Stephanie McIrvin, Director Dr. Avanti Bergquist, Director Susan Talley, and Director Mrs. Pam Teal. We are also honored to have from the Renton School District our Superintendent, Dr. Damian Patnod, our Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Shannon Harvey, and our Chief of Secondary Schools, Ms. Joya Pitts. Finally, from Hazen High School, we have our three assistant principals, Ms. Kelly Jones, Mr. Drew O'Connell, and Dr. Stephanie Zakopoulos. Let us now enjoy a musical selection from our Hazen Chamber Chorale under the direction of Mr. Josh Biles. Thank you, Chamber Chorale. At this time, please welcome Dina Ekwabazgi to the stage as your senior speaker.
Okay. Good afternoon, Hazen Highlanders and Highlander families. I'm going to start by saying that it's an honor to be here, standing on this pretty tall stage and representing you, the class of 2024, to our teachers, families, district officials, distinguished guests, and my mom all the way out there. Love you, Mom. I am Dina, a speaker on behalf of all our experiences, hurdles, and growth as a class. For me, this is an unexpected honor. But I'd also have to recognize that, as a class, I don't think there is one person that can represent us all entirely, or one person whose experience is more valuable than all the others. No statement can really cover our universal experiences. Still, this is what I have to say. I am someone who is annoyed by the unknown. The idea of exploring space, for example, is a bit discomforting. It seems unnecessary to send resources all the way out there rather than focusing our efforts here, grounded in the earth we know and love. However, in watching Interstellar and The Martian, two movies that are basically a rite of passage in STEM courses here at Hazen, I agree that there is a certain beauty in exploring the unknown. The sight of landforms never witnessed by any other human, a journey of unexpected possibilities, leaving everything known in search of something better. And I'll prove to you and myself that our journey through high school and beyond contains a similar search for new life amidst our own galaxies, a search that goes beyond what we've known and even loved to worlds of unexplored possibilities. It's important, though, before we understand how far we've come, that we understand what got us here. Our lifelong launch was made possible by our support systems at each world we've stopped at, elementary, middle, and now high school. Teachers, administrations, families, parents, each time, piece by piece, crafted a spaceship with their time, money, and love to allow us to explore, sometimes allowing us to see beyond any horizons they could have. Our rocket's facilities have been stocked with all the newest technologies, some safe corners to chill, and food whenever we need it. Whatever our final destination may be, our success in reaching it is not only thanks to our individual determination, but also the initial efforts of those who cared for us. Those people have been our first experience with gravity. With our mentors behind us, we sense the weight of responsibility, of fulfilling their expectations, and a grounded sense of trust that they have our backs if all else fails. Yet, as we continue to explore, we are drawn to so many other things. We are not distracted, but determined to make our new connections, which by now we certainly have. As we laugh at Piggy's strange British accent in Lord of the Flies audiobook, cheer on our class winning Powder Puff for the second year in a row, and meet with our classmates for one last lesson, we have been brought together with an inexplicable and unshakable gravity. We are undeniably different, look different, plan to travel quite different and distant routes, yet our common Hazen journeys have given us a shared rocket ship, shared scenery, and our shared time up until now, the moment where we must disembark onto our own ships and individual journeys. So our time has finally brought us to this moment. As Ray Bradbury once stated, we are an impossibility in an impossible universe. I used to think it was a miracle if I made it to high school, given all and anything that could happen. I know I may not be the first one to say this, but we did it. Countless long days, short lunches, early mornings, and late nights, sometimes still at school, have led us to this moment. We've sat through plenty of homerooms, huddled in the rain during plenty of fire drills, made it through 3 principals, sometimes even 3 counselors, spent a freshman year almost completely online. Don't get me wrong though, we have not only survived through this, we've done well on our journey so far, really well. In our class, we have countless stellar examples of excellence, those who are responsible for multiple jobs alongside their schoolwork, students achieving both college and high school degrees at once. Students like Luis Morales, who bring resources to international communities through Project Erase, as we receive our own resources. Leaders like Katie Duong, who have roles in national settings through FBLA. Success stories that go beyond high school. Many of us have learned to do more, enter settings that we haven't before, that no one like us from our family, community, or class has known before. We have all explored the unexplorable and tested the boundaries of the opportunities we've been given and the roles we haven't. And going forward, we are not reaching for the stars because haven't we already been there? We know what it's like to try and to fail to reach a goal and to succeed. So, as we are exposed to a multitude of new stars and celestial systems to chase, attracted to the largest planets we rocket past in search of new life, we are practiced. We are practiced in making the right choice, and I hope that by now, we know to look beyond the expected option when we make this choice in the new spaceships we will soon enter. I'm personally not a risk taker, not courageous. I wouldn't call myself an explorer, but even I see myself as light years away from the little freshman who thought Hazen was too big for her. Because now there's no more water tower, no more Joe, no 5-minute passing period. Here we have galaxies ahead of us to explore, understand, enjoy, and search for new life. So let us go out, and let us go out with a big bang, but not literally.
Thank you, Dina. It is now my honor once again to introduce Dr. Damian Patnod, Superintendent of the Renton School District, who has special remarks for the class of 2024.
Before I begin, if we can give another round of applause to Dina and the Chamber Choral Group from Hazen High School. It is an honor to stand before you this afternoon as the Superintendent of the Renton School District and to recognize Hazen High School's graduating class of 2024. And I'm always aware that none of you came here to listen to me talk and you want to see these graduates get across the stage. I will move things along quickly, because I'm also sure there's a couple of you that are wanting to see if the Celtics can beat the Mavericks in a couple of hours. So, and for those of you that got money on the game, Kristaps Porzingis is not playing. But I do believe on any momentous and significant occasion, it is always important to begin with thank yous. And Dina already thanked a couple of these groups, but I do want to thank the family and friends who are with us this afternoon, as well as the outstanding staff at Hazen High School, as well as the staff, middle school staff, elementary staff, preschool staff that have worked with these young people. One final group I want to recognize and just acknowledge that events like this just do not happen. There is a lot of work that has gone on in front of you as well as behind the scenes. And so to the staff and the drivers who drove everything out here, to everyone behind the scenes that is deserving of recognition in front of today's audience, thank you for your hard work in pulling everything together so that the students and families can have a wonderful experience that caps off their time at Hazen. If we could please give those folks a round of applause. And now to the reason why we are here, the seniors. And every year, trying to come up with a speech. This is my 12th commencement address, 5 as a principal, 7th as superintendent. You never really know what you're going to talk about, but for this afternoon, I knew what I wanted to talk about last Wednesday. And that was because I got a phone call right before last week's board meeting from a former Renton School District graduate who I had the privilege of coaching over 20 years ago. And he calls me once or twice a month, and we began our call the exact same way we always do, cracking jokes on each other and catching up. And then I asked him how he was doing. And during this conversation, my former player cried about 3 or 4 times, and the first time was when I asked him that question. When I asked him that, he started crying, and he said, "It's hard." And he said, "Thank you for asking, Coach P. I normally deflect because I don't want to talk about it." And the reason why I asked him how he was doing was because he had been diagnosed with cancer. He shared with me how he didn't even want me to see him because he had lost so much weight. And during that conversation last week, a word he repeated on 5 or 6 occasions was time. In his case, he was mentioning about how fast time goes. He talked about how his late father had prepared him to be a man, but he did not feel prepared to deal with this life-altering diagnosis. And while he did not say it directly, really what was unsaid was how he wants more time to spend with his mother, more time to spend with his brothers, more time to accomplish the goals he has set forth for his life. As we wrapped up, he said to me, he called me P, he said, "P, I'm not going to give up." And since that conversation last Wednesday, I kept coming back to that word he repeated, time. Hazen High School class of 2024, today is your time. Your time to celebrate your accomplishments, your time to look to the future. Yet it is important to remember that time is something we never seem to have enough of. I like to always say that time is something that seems to move faster the older we get. And as one of your fellow graduates shared at an event I was at this school year, he said, "I never know how much time I will have, so I want to be organized and try to get the most out of each day." Now, I don't know if the last 4 years went fast or slow for you, or if the past 13 years were a blur or took forever. But what I do know is that today will turn to tomorrow. This graduation will soon be a memory, just like your first day of kindergarten, your first day of middle school, and your first day of high school. Make sure to spend the time you are blessed to have celebrating your accomplishments. Make sure to spend the time you are blessed to have with loved ones. Make sure to spend the time you are blessed to have in laughter and joy. And make sure to spend the time you are blessed to have getting the most out of each day. I wish you the very best in your journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Patnod. It is truly an honor to stand before all of you this afternoon as the principal of Hazen High School to recognize and celebrate the graduating class of 2024. To the parents, guardians, extended family, and friends who are here with us this afternoon, please know that your love and support have helped guide your graduate from childhood to adulthood and from dependence to independence. On behalf of the staff of Hazen High School and the class of 2024, thank you for the role you played in helping make today possible. I also want to mention how much of a privilege it has been for me to be serving back at Hazen and to have the opportunity to work with such an outstanding staff at Hazen High School. As students and family members, I truly hope you understand and appreciate the dedication and commitment this staff brings to school each day. On behalf of the class of 2024, it is my great honor to say thank you to the instructional staff and support staff of Hazen High School. Can we please give them a hand? Again, I am humbled at this opportunity to speak briefly to you at graduation, and I hope to share something of interest to the graduates today. At the same time, I am also aware that no one will likely remember anything I say within about the next 10 minutes or so. But even though that may be the case, I want to share with you, class of 2024, some advice about life. The advice I'm going to share comes in the form of an extended metaphor, and while the elements I will speak of are seemingly simple to grasp, there is a larger message, which is the sooner you accept the various types of events that are involved in being human and living a full life, the sooner you will achieve peace and contentment in your life's journey. There's a quote from Simon Sinek, who is a well-known author, motivational speaker, and organizational consultant that I find relevant today. He said, "Good leaders are able to simplify the complex, to be able to share ideas in a way that everyone can understand." So with that in mind, consider that I recently heard someone describing each year of working in a school as being like running around a track with its different elements and seasons. And I thought, that is a great analogy. And I think I can make it apply on an even larger scale. And I need a theme for my speech for graduation. So here we go. Today, as we gather here at this finish line of your high school journey, some of you may be energized as if experiencing a runner's high, while others may be exhausted and possibly even limping a bit from those last-minute all-nighters you pulled studying for finals or finishing major assignments. However you personally are feeling, take pride that you've made it through the marathon of your education. Congratulations. But this won't be your only race. Let's consider how life itself is a lot like moving along a track. There are straightaways, curves, and hurdles, which if you're anything like me, may result in a few face plants along the way. And there are times when you go off track altogether to discover new paths. So let's first talk about those straightaways. They're like the rare moment when everything is going smoothly. You're moving along, wind in your hair. Well, not so much for me, but you get the point. It's easy and predictable, but let's be honest, it might even be a little boring. It's like that seemingly glorious stretch of the year when all of your classes were somehow easier than you expected, and you were moving through it with confidence. Straightaways are those brief moments when you think, hey, I've got this life thing figured out. But let's be real, straightaways during high school are about as rare as a vending machine that actually works. And the same is true in adulthood and real life. So enjoy them while they last, because just up ahead, here come the curves. The curves are like your freshman year when your entire school experience went online. Or you might have experienced other curves, like realizing your middle school study habits weren't going to cut it in high school. Curves force you to slow down and to be cautious. They keep you on your toes because you never quite know what's going around the corner. Some curves are like a gentle bend, such as learning a new sport or starting a new routine, and these involve manageable adjustments through adaptation. But other curves can be like a hairpin turn, such as experiencing a breakup, or moving to a new place, or starting a new school, or perhaps even realizing that your decision not to attend class until the last week of the trimester might not have gotten you the grades you had dreamt of. Curves teach us to be flexible and resilient, and occasionally even require us to shift directions entirely. But again, in life, if it was always a straightaway, it would be pretty boring. So let's talk about hurdles. Hurdles are life's little obstacles that make sure we are paying attention. They are expected in some sense, but still require effort to overcome. Hurdles are like that surprise pop quiz you had, or the group project where you ended up doing all the work while your partners mysteriously disappeared. Hurdles can come in different sizes. Maybe for you, it was facing the SAT or an AP test. Or maybe for some, it was maintaining a balance between school, work, and family relationships. Each hurdle is an opportunity to face a challenge and practice exhibiting effort to leap, stumble, and soar over them, always learning in the process. When I face a hurdle, I try to remember that even if I fall, I'm going to pick myself back up, perhaps with ease, or at minimum, still with a sense of humor. And then there are the rare times, those glorious times, when you realize you need to completely leave the track. That's right, sometimes you must veer off the beaten path and blaze your own trail. Maybe you take a chance on asking a new crush to a movie, or you apply for a job that you aren't 100% sure that you're perfectly qualified for. Or maybe you decide to join a college chess club on a whim and discover your passion for strategic thinking. These departures from the track are where the real adventure happens, and you get to find out who you really are and what you're really made of. Off track is also where you collect the best stories for reminiscing later and for finding great material for your social feeds. So as you cross the threshold of your next big race, please remember that life is not about how fast you run or even how gracefully you leap. It's about embracing the straightaways, navigating the curves, conquering the hurdles, and daring to explore the unknown paths beyond your comfort zone. So here's to all those moments, the ones that give you confidence, the twists and turns that teach you caution, the challenges that make you strong, and the off-track adventures that make your life truly extraordinary. Class of 2024, it's time to embark upon the race of your lives. Remember that acceptance of all these different elements of life will help you experience peace on your journey. And also remember to take a detour every now and then. After all, that's where the real fun begins. Congratulations, and go Highlanders! Next, please welcome Renton School Board Director Dr. Avanti Berquist to share her remarks with the class of 2024.
Hello, Hazen Highlanders. On behalf of the Renton School Board, it's really an honor to be here celebrating you today. We know that each one of you has worked so hard to get to this moment. You hear people say that graduation is just the beginning of your life, but we know that you have all overcome multiple challenges to get to today. So I was thinking back on this year and what to talk about today, and I was struck by how much I heard about Taylor Swift. Maybe that's partly because I have a daughter who is actually a future Highlander who is a huge Swiftie, so maybe that's why this year seems to be dominated by Taylor Swift. And by now you're thinking, get to the point, Director Bergquist, what does that have to do with Hazen's graduation? And you're right, it has nothing to do with Hazen's graduation. And do you know what is so refreshing about that? That your graduation year was dominated by completely normal things. Because we know that when you started high school, it was not a normal year. That the school year before that, Hazen was in the worldwide news as the only school in the Western Hemisphere closed because of COVID. That we didn't know if we would ever get back to normal. So it is extra special to be here celebrating all of you after a year dominated by normal stuff. Because who knew that normal would be so exciting? But we know that all of you are anything but normal. You have been extraordinary to get through these last 4 years and to today. Your class really has been the epitome of pride, unity, and achievement. And we couldn't be more proud to call you graduates of our Renton School District. You are each going to make incredible differences in the world. So on behalf of the Renton School Board, I want to wish you our heartfelt congratulations. And as a proud fellow Highlander graduate myself, along with my colleague, Director Talley, we want to welcome you to the Hazen Alumni Club. We can't wait to see how you do all of us Highlanders proud. So always stay true to the green, gold, and blue, and congratulations, Hazen Class of 2024.
Director Talley, come on over. As the proud principal of Hazen High School, and by the power vested in me by the Renton School District Board of Directors and the state of Washington, I am pleased to present the 56th graduating class of Hazen High School and certify that they have met all district and state requirements for graduation.
On behalf of the Renton School District Board of Directors and by the power vested in me by the state of Washington, it is my pleasure to accept Hazen High School Class of 2024.
India Danielle Andrews.
Chandler June Carlson.
Aiden Cameron Chi.
Diego Andres Carvalho Ozuna.
Mariah Jean Burnett.
Claudia Hui Ying Lau.
Kayla Chang.
Sean Liu.
Sherry Chen.
Mia Magbaleta. Haley Michiko Matsudaira. Hannah Jane Matson. James Wynn. Chloe Pan. Gabrielle Pesito. Julie Michaela Sartorius.
Ava Chin.
Natalie Tang.
William Din. Katie Huang Duong. Trevin Joseph Ng. Herdina Ikubazgi.
Melissa Joy Almo.
Sina Miriam Ikubazgi. Allison Winglong Fung.
Itasha Tharasia.
Jenna Grace Gensheimer.
Tin Vo.
Camden James Harris.
Naomi Jae Yoon.
Aaron Donna Hazen.
Leslie Jenny Mogolan Meza.
Joe Troop Kaur.
Jasmine Daniela Montano.
Kendall Sage Larson.
James Wan Moon.
Taha Aftav Imtiaz.
Hector Mora Franco.
Dominique Danielle Aguayo.
Luis Morales Carrera.
Kenneth Charles Robert Aho.
Norman Eli Moreno Rios.
Marco Antonio Alberto Torres.
Javari Morris.
Yusuf Ali.
Sienna Ray Morse.
Mia Rebecca Allison. Fernando Alvarez Pena.
Lucas Gala Patsula.
Andreas Michael Amaha.
River Code Muller.
Christian Amezcua.
Mika Christiana Murillo.
Amy Lynn Anderson.
Peyton Nas.
Carlin Anderson.
Sanisa Nalam.
Vishan Amir Antoine.
Dakota Noir Knapp.
Deshman Javan Amor.
Aiden Adan Nazariego Oliveira.
Keliana Sunisa Arcanade Lopez.
Timothy Neal Jr.
Anel Jimena Castaneda Arciga.
Amira Jade Nelson.
Emily Artega.
Ethan Fee No.
Sofia de Guadalupe Ayala Cordoba.
Eric Kamal Lee Russell.
Jocelyn Jasmine Baca.
Philip Hui No.
Sasha Elaine Bakchian.
William Adam No.
Sydney Beekelman.
Aaron Nguyen.
Freddie Bolanos Ventura.
Alan Nguyen.
Michelle Borodansky.
Andrew Nguyen.
Alexa Botello.
An Tien Wan Nguyen.
Benjamin Bradshaw.
Catherine Dung Nguyen.
Ariel Brown.
Derek Min Nguyen.
Tamia Michelle Brown.
Devin Chung Nguyen.
Charlton Bowie.
Han Nguyen.
Min Bowie.
Jenny Nguyen.
Isis Eliana Bustillos.
Caitlin Nguyen.
Philip Butler.
Matthew Hui Nguyen.
Carlos Calleja Morales.
Mindy Nguyen.
Dayanara Cano Jimenez.
Mi Nak Nguyen.
Sana Lynn Karkik.
Mi Q Nguyen.
Chelsea Rose Quero Zuniga.
Nak Deep Nguyen.
Miranda Carrillo Bobadilla.
Alexandria Cecilia Ann Novak.
Mason Cassidy.
Tasfia Norin.
Katie Chow.
Darren Ocampo.
Nora Beth Christensen.
Jonathan Olea Benavides.
Hengchen Chu Lon Hu.
Andrew Trung On.
Emanuela Chiabanu.
Samira Annalise Ong.
Douglas Cobb.
Nathan Riley Ortiz Aurelier.
Aiden Coleman.
Riley Alexander Otley.
Owen Luke Collins.
Olivia Rochelle Paget Lagasse.
JC Contreras.
Aliiva'a Jaden Forden Palega.
Jake Barrett Cook.
Fabian Alberto Pantoja Alvarez.
Ayana Marie Cook Armstrong Harris.
Leonardo Matias Patrocelli.
Mia Cuneo.
Derek Lee Peary.
Adrian Cuellar Jr.
Benjamin Ari Pena.
Cameron Serwinski.
Sarah Maria Penders.
Nolan Kai Diagostino.
Brian Perez.
Jaden Divine Damus.
Henry Perez.
Megan Dang.
Jose Perez Ruiz.
Davon Daniels.
Michelangelo Perez.
Adrian De Moraes Silva.
Quentin Lee Peterson.
Mario Deanda Lopez.
Vanessa Nicole Petraka.
Fern Elizabeth DeDura.
Audrey Jasmine Pham.
Sarah Laguna Derrick.
Brian Pham.
Aliyah Sophia Daquan McRae.
Darlena Pham.
Brian Doe.
Justin Pham.
Emily Noel Doe.
Cody Tran Phan.
Kelsey Doe.
V Tran Heen Phan.
Dylan Doan.
Pablo Pinos.
Alyssa Kaylin Dombrowski.
Emily Nicole Pipko.
Tui Duong Dong.
Odysseus Michael Plumridge.
Farah Duckworth.
Cameron Powell.
Kaylee Jade Dumas.
Kai Rodney De Jesus Powers.
Andrew Christian Dunn.
Quentin Akira Prazak.
Amanda Duong.
Brian Puga Aguayo.
Delina Duong.
Valeria Puga Salazar.
Helen Eager.
Gavin Preston Purdy.
Michelle Eames.
Pedro Elias Quinteros.
Julian Josiah Early.
Shayla Radia.
Giovanni Ikiwa Paniagua.
Dylan Radius.
Kimberly Ikiwa Rios.
Manny Ramos Rodriguez.
Adina Erkanova.
Samantha Reyes Sigala.
Janet Iudave Cervantes.
Isaac Richards.
Josephine Ann Foster.
Mackenzie Ann Richards.
Matthew Fuentes.
Reese Marie Richards.
Christian Gallardo Morales.
Neasia Richardson.
Eliana Gallardo.
Adric Richter.
Anthony Alexander Garcia Bolanos.
Maxwell Roberson.
Christopher Jose Garcia Sarmiento.
Esmeralda Sarai Rodriguez Marroquin.
Giovanni Garcia Mata.
Isabella Editha Roland.
Jaden Daniel Garcia.
Jane Romero Hernandez.
Luis Mario Garcia Gutierrez.
Colo Rosa.
Cruz Manuel Gaitan Esparza.
Alex Ross.
McKinley Rain Garrett.
Emanuela Naomi Rosnovan.
Avery Shade Giles.
Arthur Ruff.
Warren Lee Gladman.
Carlos Rugliancic Perez.
Maite Charlie Gonzalez Visoso.
Julissa Ruiz Lopez.
Jackson Charles Griffin.
Tatiana Zabalza Fernandez.
Jaden Guan.
Christopher Angel Sabido Yam.
Maria Guillen Ramirez.
Otavio Yaid Sagun.
Tyrese Hairston.
Armin Singh Sahotha.
Jamie Helen Elizabeth Hall.
Alan Salas Sanchez.
Bryce Robert Hamilton.
Amira Saleh.
Haley K. Hansen.
Brooklyn Joanne Sulkin.
Isaiah Harden.
Drew Michael Sammer.
Abigail Galang Hesita.
Danielle Sanchez.
Cameron Jacob Heckel.
Sabrina Sanchez.
Kayla Rachel Hankey.
Isaiah Henry Sanders.
Alexis Hernandez Felix.
Stephanie Santiago Cortez.
Emily Hernandez Aguilar.
Joseph Sarmiento Moreno.
Caden Santiago Hernandez.
Marina Sasaki.
Graciela Lynn Hernandez.
Sekai Sopun Som Sai.
Jocelyn Itzel Hernandez Palieba.
Victoria Sazanova.
Brent Maeda Hebe.
Carter Scapini.
John Tu Huang.
Sophie Shio.
Randall Yui Huang.
Alexander Philip Schmidt Pathman.
Julie Rose Hood.
Sophia Sedlacek.
Ian Ho.
Bersabel Desta Seifu.
Vanessa Autumn Hughes.
Sherzad Sharapov.
Hannah Chupan Huyen.
Akash Sharma.
Peter Huynh.
Evan Allen Shaw Bradbury.
Aiden Insol Huang.
Hamza Sheikh.
Manuel Antonio Interiano.
Hannah Macy Shea.
Tataraporn Angie Inthavong.
Jaden Shin.
Samaya Irvis Jones.
Lexi Elizabeth Shive.
Citlali Jimenez Moreno.
Cody Chin Cienson.
Joseph Jimenez.
Zan Robert Siebersma.
Levi Jimenez.
Moises Silverio.
Maurice O'Brien Jones.
Chase James Simmons.
Denise Andrea Juarez Casemiro.
Blakely Simonson.
Sabrina Julin.
Savin Sohal.
Magnomi Lorraine Carmelo.
Maury Samuel Solam.
Benjamin Kenyon.
Kayla Stephanie Soy.
Malik Khalil.
Layla Stacy.
Rachel Elizabeth Kidd.
Mia Stacy.
Erica Gabriella Kleiner.
Natalie Kaylin Still.
Brooke Evan Nisley.
Carson James Stork.
Sophia Lokalani Knott.
Preslav Stoyanov.
Sione Amane. Save Cruz. Maynard Paloka Kangaka Lopez.
Jordan Antonio Stroud.
Ian Kramer.
Sydney Viken Suarez.
Karis Tenley Creole.
Anne Elizabeth Takai.
Emily Yen Koo.
Anwar Amin Tamam.
Evan Kwan.
Vivian Tang.
Sky Kwan.
Eric Tran.
Andy Dat Law.
Henny Tran.
Paisley Lai.
Caleb Tran.
Maxwell Wade Lawson.
Natalie Uwen Doan Tran.
Logan Lay.
Perry Tran.
Tran Lee.
Tram Tran.
Isaac Lee.
Arya Nindara Tannen.
Richie Lee.
Kyle Anthony Tat.
Betsy Arisleda Lemus Sanko.
Madeline Faith Terrones.
Samuel Ashton Leslie.
David Benjamin Thacker.
Caitlin Haley Learn.
Abigail Soria Tai.
Quinn Lillywhite.
Clara Thomason.
Ethan Lynn.
Samantha Lynn Thompson.
Deanira Lopez Fernandez.
Alex Toe.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jessica XN Toe.
Kenneth Matthew Lopez Salinas.
Suri Toribio Lopez.
Roberto Lopez Nieto.
Aiden Tran.
Vicente Javier Lopez Jacobs.
Alejandra Udave Sanchez.
Ryan Richard Lowe.
Alejandra Paola Umana Cruz.
Amadeo Lucas.
Kiana Uribe.
Dima Lupe.
Luke Glenn Vanenwigen.
Nina Lupe.
Kaya Varela.
Brian Allen Lee.
Valentine Bassi.
Brooke Renee Line.
Monica Velasquez.
Ashley Ma.
Madeline Esmino Vicente.
Valeria Magallanes.
Nicole Villalobos.
Sasha Simone Merith.
Eduardo Villegas.
Miranda Martinez Reyes.
Foxworth James Witt.
Annabelle Nguyen Marvin.
Dylan Vo.
Emedesto Martinez Cesario.
Julianne Tran Vo.
Eunice Mateo.
Keanu Kawano Vo.
Athena Naila Mayfield.
Elena Huang Vu.
Ian McAnally.
Fong Nguyen Vu.
Marcus J. McCarthy.
Tuan Doc Vu.
Mariah Christine McCullough.
Sydney Ann Walling.
Owen Owen Andrew McGinnis.
Corwin Alexander Wayment.
Alexis McEnroy Gow.
Don Marquez Weaver.
Jose Medina Andrade.
Sammy Wilden.
Liana Medina.
Joshua Davis Whitney.
Dylan Metzger.
Madeline Grace Williams.
Patrick Lewis Meister. Tanya F. Mendez.
Michaela Catherine Williams.
Eilish Ophelia Mendoza Sanchez.
Mason Elizabeth Winger.
Genesis Giselle Mercado Figueroa.
Matthew Wong.
Giuseppe Mercado Mariscal.
Victor Michael Wong.
Dylan Raymond Paul Merkel.
Veda Couture Woods.
Kendra Carol Margaret Mesita.
Donna Ruth Wright.
Annabella Juliet Mansurin Hakoon.
Cameron Wen Yi.
Amaya Lene Miller.
Charlotte Yuen.
Marilyn Mills.
Daniel Zamora.
Diego Miranda Hernandez.
Alma Mayim Zaragoza.
Jessica Miranda Hernandez.
Jia Zheng Zhen.
Michelle Dimitrova Metiva.
Katie Zhang.
David McCurtumov.
Jeffrey Zong.
Ruby Yasmin Mendoza Gonzalez.
Jennifer Zhu.
Amaline Linares Diaz.
Aliyah Zarita.
Please welcome to the stage your senior class president, India Andrews, for some final remarks.
Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm India Andrews, and I have had the honor of serving as the president for the class of 2024 this school year. Sorry, is it like patchy? Can't. Yeah, you can hear. Okay. I'm gonna keep it very short because I know we all want to leave. So, yeah. I would like to start by giving a huge shout out to our amazing admin team, Mr. Cooper, Mr. O'Connell, Mr. Jones, or Miss Jones, sorry, my paper, Mr. Burton and Dr. Z, as well as the rest of the teachers and staff at Hazen for their support and leadership throughout the last 4 years. Oh, yeah. Okay. Saying that this speech has been difficult for me to write would be a complete understatement. There are so many ways that I could use my allotted time to reflect on our experiences and say goodbye and good luck, but nothing seemed quite right. My main struggle was trying to avoid being cliche and saying a bunch of things we've all heard before. Congratulations. Look how far we've come. We did it. Shoot for the stars. This isn't the end, it's the beginning. But after a while, and through the guidance of some of my family and teachers, I've realized that cliches aren't always inherently bad, and there's beauty in shared thoughts and shared experiences. As the COVID class, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that I wish I had a more cliche high school experience. Transitioning from middle school to high school over Chromebooks was rough, and something that only us as a class can bond over, that our parents, siblings, and teachers will never truly understand. The longing for social interaction and the loss of motivation was real, and unfortunately, it did have an effect on most of us when we finally came back to school in person. 4 years of missing work, late assignments, extended bathroom breaks, and procrastination. But 4 years of new experiences, various accomplishments, adjustments, and perseverance. I am proud of you all, as through all of that, we are still here today, graduating. Can you do a round of applause? In the 5th grade, my teacher asked families to write a note to their student to hang in their cubby so that they can read it every day. While most kids got messages like, have fun, you got this, or even I love you, my mom wrote a quote from the contemporary gospel duo Mary Mary. This quote ended up carrying me through the second half of my education, and I would like to share it with you now. There will be mountains that I will have to climb, and there will be battles that I will have to fight. But victory or defeat, it's up to me to decide, how do I expect to win if I never try? Over these past 7 years, I found myself circling back to these words for comfort and reciting them with ease. Class of 2024, this is my advice to you. Keep climbing, keep fighting, keep trying, and keep persevering, just as you have done these last 4 years. As I close, I would like to reflect on some recent laughs which are unique to us. Tiny moments and in past experiences which now lie only in our minds. Last daily quote on the morning announcements from Aiden. Last rant from Mr. Taylor, V-Boss, or Miss Southern about how much they hate us, even though they secretly are softies and truly care for all of their students. Last time walking with your friends to class, and last time having Eddie or Mr. Sanders yell at you because you're late to said class. Last response log for Mr. Kruger, and even here right now, I would like everyone to look around, as this is the very last time the Hazen class of 2024 will be gathered as a whole, ever. So remember this moment. And with that being said, congratulations. Look how far we've come. Shoot for the stars. We did it. And this isn't the end, it's the beginning. Thank you. Okay, seniors, please stand. Now is the time for the turning of the tassel. This represents our transition from students at Hazen High School to graduates of Hazen High School. Members of class of 2024, please turn your tassel from the right side to the left. Now, can everyone's risen, but we're gonna sing the alma mater now.